discretion. To the legend, Mr. Hochman can't stop from each of the deuce. My brother got his own hot burger at Tucker Deuce. Now my rush more of these sports, spitting the truth. It's Channing Crowder, greatest Dolphins, who got good 52. Solana one best of Miami, the voice of FIU. We reppin' to Miami, the Heat and the Panthers too. We reppin' for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We reppin' for the Crips, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a bell on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do it wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. Just spit the facts while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey,
who's ready for a little France World Cup action this afternoon during the show?
Jamini.
Oui. This is a big one, right? These guys are the favorites, Solana?
France and Spain are the favorites, but as we saw with Spain and Cabo Verde, you never know.
You never know. I'm not
Senegal's
betting this
good, though.
game this afternoon. I love the gambling during the show, but I'm tapped out after Uruguay yesterday. I went all in on Uruguay. What happened?
Well, you shouldn't have. When you guys were telling me, are we betting Uruguay when I appeared on the show yesterday, as you guys could tell, like my confidence wasn't exactly through the roof. And you saw why. Like Saudi Arabia played a great game. Uruguay basically took the first half off, and it wasn't until they made some subs that they finally kind of put it together. Thank God they got the equalizer and they ended up getting a point. But yeah, I mean that was a disappointing result for my Uruguay squad yesterday.
As we're learning, Hawk and myself, we've been explaining that we're learning soccer. We're getting into it. What is it called when you're the person that always wants to get the refs involved? Is that pudding? Soft? What is that?
Oh, okay, yeah, because NBA players aren't wagging their finger after
Solana,
every play. And,
Solana, and I say it, I hate those. I hate the SGA, the foul hunting. I hate Karl Anthony Towns with all the wristy throw up and act crazy stuff. I hate it. But Uruguay was very wristy last night.
Well, you got to work the officials. Part of the game, you work the officials, and yeah, I mean, it was the whole first half was a debacle.
Listen, you'd have known that, Crowder. If you watched any Inter Miami and watched this Luis Suarez, you'd have known what Uruguay's methodology is when they're out there on the pitch. Did you have a good time though, Solana? You went to a World Cup match in Miami and got to see your home nation. Like, what was it like?
No joke. That was probably the best sporting event I've probably ever been to emotionally, right? Like I didn't get the result that I wanted. And the first half was just a nightmare. And truthfully, it was 90 minutes of just pure suffering, like nerves. I was ripping out my hair and I'm already losing hair. It was just not good on my health. But that's what these games are supposed to be. It was awesome. My brother, my mom, my dad, and then like my dad's best friend, who I consider my uncle, his son, who's my cousin. We were all together watching the game. My aunt was in the crowd. She was sitting in another section with her husband. We went as a family, and we got to sing the anthem together. It was awesome. Genuinely, like the best.
It looked super cool. It really did.
World Cup is a bucket list item for me. Has always been a bucket list item.
Yeah, and to get to see your own team is what makes it so special. Because, like, I was thinking about going yesterday just to see a World Cup match. But obviously I'd be rooting for Uruguay because of the Solanas, but yeah, it's not my home team. It's not USA. And he got to watch Uruguay, who that's the team he's rooted for his entire life with the most passion. So yeah, you definitely got a bucket list item yesterday.
Yeah, man. It was awesome. Genuinely, it was
somebody put on the chat, and I should probably mention this. The Saudi Arabian goalie was unbelievable.
Yep.
It was unbelievable what that guy was saving.
We need a drug test on him.
It was crazy.
Agreed.
He was like Plastic Man out there. He was in spots where there's no way he was going to be able to touch the ball. And he did. That guy was unbelievable. Is he famous? Like, is he a legit goaltender that, is known in club circles? Or
No, he's not. I mean, truthfully, I don't follow the Saudi league, and I believe
no, but I thought maybe he plays in the Premier League or something.
No, that entire, and by the way, like the Saudi Arabian fans yesterday out supported the Uruguay fans, and they had like one section only just blown away by that entire like football culture. I didn't realize genuinely that Saudi Arabia had that much of a passionate fan base, and just blown away by the team as well. This is a team in 2022 in Qatar played Argentina, who won the tournament. They end up winning the tournament, beat Argentina in the opening match 2-1. So there was, some nerves going in. That's what the World Cup provides. A country like Saudi Arabia, they had a game plan. They were going to score on a set piece. They scored on a set piece. And then it was 90 minutes or whatever was left in the game, 60 minutes for them of defense, compact in the back, and their goalie. So yesterday, Uruguay attempted 22 shots in the second half. It was just a barrage from Uruguay. They finally started going forward. They finally put shots on target. 22 shots in the second half against Saudi Arabia was the most attempts on goal in a half of a FIFA World Cup match since 1974. And Uruguay was only able to come away with one goal. Incredible.
That goalie. Unbelievable.
That damn goalie had the Infinity Stones.
Bro, he did.
Seriously.
It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah.
I'm watching it for gambling purposes, and I'm like, get out the way. How do you know the ball's going left? What is he doing?
I was having flashbacks to Vasilevsky. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, we'll watch little France-Senegal starting at 3 o'clock. Chris Whittingham, our World Cup expert, is going to join us this hour. There's something interesting brewing. I don't know if you guys saw this last night. They're having a Solana moment when he couldn't think of the name. Who's the quarterback from Texas?
Sorsby.
That's who I'm thinking of, Sorsby. I couldn't think of his name. I wanted to say that Sorsby is going to end up coming out in the supplemental draft, and I couldn't think of his name. And I was thinking of what you did the other day with.
I can't even remember his name. It's the Hall of Fame DM Crowder that played for the Rams that retired. I can't even think
Donald.
of
Oh,
Aaron
we were
Donald.
talking about Aaron Donald coming out of retirement now. That's right.
Great player, Hall of Famer,
of course. Great player.
Aaron Donald.
So you saw this news about Sorsby?
That he's going in the supplemental?
Yeah, so it looked obviously like there were teams saying that if Brendan Sorsby is the quarterback, like we're not even going to play them. We and so now he's coming out in the supplemental draft. The reason I bring it up is there's possibility that he ends up with the Dolphins. We had that conversation with Zach Gelb last week or the week before where he said to you, what would it be worth to you to get a quarterback like him? And I think your answer was what? A second rounder?
Second round. He is first round talent is all I saw today when I was reading stuff.
So I was looking at betonline.ag and they say the last quarterback drafted in the supplemental draft, third round or better, was Terrell Pryor by the Raiders. So the odds right now for Sorsby to go in the third round is 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Next highest is undrafted at 7-2. Then second round 4-1, fourth round 4-1, first round 5-1. So odds on favorite right now, according to BetOnline, would that he would go in the third round.
And I've heard that he was going to be in the talks with all the first round. This is supposed to be one of the best quarterback drafts since Marino and Montana and them boys in the 80s. If you can go get him with a third rounder, why not?
And then
the gambling thing, though. So now the gambling thing, quickly, the gambling thing is something new because now you can gamble online and he was putting all them bets up. But how do we look at that? We look at it like a addiction, like drugs?
Yeah,
I don't know. Look at that?
I don't know. It's I mean, that's one of the hot button issues, right? With any sports league is the integrity of the game. And this guy was betting on his own games.
Yeah.
So
and that was the thing. If he wasn't bet, that's the thing with Pete Rose. If you're betting for you to win, Hawk, I wish I could bet for us to win when I was playing. But if you're betting unders and all of that stuff, and he said he went to rehab, he had a problem. But how much do you put on that? How much can he Can he overcome that addiction? Because he is a very talented quarterback.
So odds on Bet Online. Brendan Sorsby's next team, New York Jets 3-1, Cardinals 5-1, Dolphins 6-1.
I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad either.
You get a first-round talent and a third-round pick. That's good business. That's good business.
He's a first-round talent. We think.
Right. I mean, with any draft pick, you're thinking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad.
But isn't the idea this season for the Miami Dolphins? Here's the only thing that I struggle to kind of wrap my head around. The idea this year is obviously not to be the worst team, but ultimately, because of the situation of the roster, the expectation is the Dolphins will be selecting decently high in the upcoming draft, right? Like top 5, top 10, probably, most likely. Won't they go quarterback there?
Well, maybe their plan, though, was, hey, we'll get a quarterback next season. We think Brendan Sorsby will probably be available, and that would be our guy. And what if all of a sudden your guy becomes available now in the supplemental draft? So you go, okay, well, if we were going to take him at the end of the season, hoping that we'd end up with a high enough draft pick to get him, because maybe you say to yourself, hey, we're not epically bad. We're not going to end up with Arch Manning. We don't think that we're going to end up 2-15. And so who else would we target? You just don't know. Everything is a crapshoot, right? I mean, they went through this with a team that they thought was off. I mean, they ended up with Tua. They ended up with the 5th pick. But I don't know. If somebody falls into your lap who you already had coveted, maybe you pull the trigger.
And just think about it. Everything is an evaluation right now. Like we're hearing right now, like Quinn Ewers is outplaying Malik Willis on some practices. So Malik, he's only started 6 games. He's a project. Quinn Ewers is a project. Sorsby will now be a project. If you can look at those guys every day at practice and be like, nah, I don't think that's the guy, and we still are one of the worst 3 teams, now we got a chance at Arch Manning. Like, we know we have to find a quarterback, bro. Keep swinging at quarterbacks until you hit one out the park.
Unless you hit one out the park with Malik Willis, and then all of a sudden you can just build around him.
Yeah. If Malik's the guy, that would be the best thing in the world.
We'll find out. All right, let's get headlines here with Solana so we have enough time to talk a little soccer, a little footy with Chris Whittingham. Headlines brought to you by Darrell Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. Whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Darrell Kia.
You do have a full slate of World Cup games. It starts with France-Senegal at 3 p.m. Iraq will play Norway at 6. Argentina plays Algeria at 9. And we've got another midnight kickoff here on the East Coast. Austria and Jordan today at midnight. France-Senegal's is in New York. It's at MetLife or whatever, New York, New Jersey Stadium that they're calling it. But just think about like the amount of people in that city where you have a Knicks parade bubbling for Thursday. You've got Brazilian fans were there. I saw Argentinian and Algerian fans were there as well. And then you have one of the biggest games happening in that city also. So it's a vibe out in New York right now.
No doubt. It's a vibe usually anyway. Now you throw all this on top of that.
Yeah.
You say vibe. I call it 6 miles, an hour and a half drive.
You're not kidding.
Goodness.
The some local news. The Marlins, of course, got blanketed yesterday in Philadelphia, 7-0. They're going to play the Phillies again today at 6:40. I'm sure you guys mentioned it yesterday because I know Appel was on, but Marlins were on a bit of a tear before yesterday. They had won several series in a row, and they were flirting with inching up the NL East, but they were 500 entering that game yesterday.
Yeah, we had Steven Strom on yesterday, and we talked about the Marlins. I mean, they're definitely on a tear in the month of June. They were 10-2 going into yesterday's game, so they're 10-3 now, game under 500 now, but about 3 cards off the final wild card spot, but at least they're competitive again. Not last night, but they're competitive again.
I'm sure we'll get into it a little bit later on in the show in more detail, but where do you guys stand on the Giannis watch right now? Because I heard Ira on with you guys yesterday. There's still a lot of reporting that mentions there are dark horse teams that could ultimately wind up in this pursuit of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Obviously, we know that the Miami Heat are in this. They're in the mix, no doubt about it.
I would say it's either going to be Miami or Boston. I don't have a feel anymore because there does seem to be so much news about Boston getting super engaged. There's some news that maybe Boston ends up with Giannis and Miami ends up with Jaylen Brown. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with either scenario. You mean Giannis or Jaylen Brown? I'm okay. I'd rather have Giannis.
I enjoy being in the elevator with Giannis and Jaylen Brown and Tyler Hero and all. Hey, guys, let's talk. What's going on? Everybody looks good. Boy, you look good. Boy, you look strong. I just like that we're a part of this whole thing, and there's a good chance that we get another player to play with Bam Adebayo.
I like those conversations. I didn't like the report yesterday that the Heat would perhaps be interested in a Trae Young trade as well. That was reported by Jake Fisher.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that, he reportedly could be a backup option for the Heat if they miss out on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Ira said Kawhi. Kawhi would be Plan B.
Kawhi. Yeah,
I don't like Kawhi. I'd like him
for a season. Give me a season and let me see where the chips fall. Like I could be a big Kawhi fan.
When he plays 31 games next year and you can see he's healthy, but he's just like the Kawhi's approach rubs me the wrong way.
Me as well. But when he is out there,
he's a monster.
He's one of the most dominating basketball players you'll see. And you saw what he did in Toronto. It's not out of the question that he could do that again.
Would Kawhi Leonard be a disappointing offseason? If that's who you get, would that be a disappointing offseason?
No, I would not call it a disappointing offseason. If you are able to add Kawhi Leonard to the mix, no. Is it Giannis? No. And is there some weird baggage with Kawhi because he's not lovable? Not saying that you don't like him. He's not like Russell Westbrook where you have a tough time with him. Giannis is lovable. Yeah. You're like, that's my guy, and he loves it here, and he loves what he's doing, and he's, going through the drive-through and getting a 40-piece. Kawhi is he's kind of like Ndamukong Suh, no? Just like, hey, I'm a hired gun coming comparison. In. Right? Yeah. Coming in, I'm a hired gun. I'll do my thing, but I'm not hanging out with you. Don't try to get to know me, and just let me be.
Yes, I'm gonna give every mid answer to every single question you ask me. You ask me, hey, how'd you play tonight? Well, I think I did okay. The team got to get better. We're gonna get better. He's gonna give all the politically correct stuff. Kawhi he's boring. Ndamukong Suh was boring. That he can still play. My thing with Kawhi is he's not going to play. We're bringing in a more expensive Tyler Hero.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is partly cloudy. It's around 90 degrees in Miami. Tonight, the lows, they'll be in the upper 70s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Chris Whittingham going to talk a little footy with us. I want to talk first about my good friends and the amazing award-winning team at Doral Kia. Whenever you want a low price, you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Take advantage of your Pricito all month long on popular new Kia models like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia today. You don't want to miss your chance to save on a new Kia. Mitchell, the Kia boss, his entire staff, they will take great care of you. They took great care of the Hochmans when we bought a Kia K4 down there. They will take great care of you. So visit them at Doral Kia at the dealership, or you can start shopping for your Pricito right now online at DoralKia.com.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
I have a package of frozen corn dogs in my freezer right now as we speak.
I'm sorry to hear that. All right, before we get to Whittingham, celebrate the summer of soccer with WQAM this Friday at our radio home at the Citadel in Miami, starting at noon. Every hour, one lucky fan gets a shot to win up to $10,000 in our Soccer Kick Challenge. You can enjoy complimentary global food samples from Wild Fork, cafecito from La Llave, rooftop vibes with El Capone, and you can meet Heat legend Udonis Haslem, who will be aboard the Hard Rock Bet bus. There's going to be games, giveaways, prizes, and match day excitement. So you come for the soccer, you stay for the vibes. The Summer of Soccer at the Citadel, where we do the radio show in Miami, begins Friday at noon. It's sponsored by Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, by La Llave, Smooth Espresso, by your South Florida Chevy dealers, Al Capone, sweet hand-rolled cognac cigars, Wild Fork Neighborhood Meat and Seafood Market, Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook, and by Verizon, an official sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Chris Whittingham, I think Crowder's off on Friday, but we're going to have all the fun for you, Crowder.
Oh, okay.
Don't you worry. Chris Whittingham is muted, and he's also on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. How about that for an intro? He is a soccer broadcaster for CBS and Apple TV. You can watch him all tournament long on CBS Sports Golazo. He's got live reports. He's got analysis. Somebody put on the YouTube chat. I got to scroll back and see it. Glad more people are into the World Cup. This was not the case 16 years ago. I couldn't get a talk show host on the radio to talk about it. It definitely has changed in my perspective. As you know, I was saying yesterday, I've tried to become a sponge about soccer leading up to the World Cup. Obviously, Messi coming to Miami is a big impetus behind my newfound, I shouldn't say it's new anymore. He's been here a while, but my excitement over soccer. But World Cup for me has delivered in a big way. I'm curious for you, Whittingham. Has it delivered so far?
It's kind of crazy that you say that after yesterday. There were 4 draws, one of which was 0-0, and it still was an awesome day.
That was an exciting draw, though, right? I mean, that was shocking.
Right. It was genuinely shocking. Of course, Spain as the tournament favorites drawing against this tiny series of islands off the west coast of Africa. And yet here they are at the World Cup defending for their lives and pulling off one of the shock results in the history of the tournament. But yeah, yesterday there were 4 legitimately good games, none of which were decided by a result. It was all 0-0, 1-1, 1-1, and 2-2 draws. And yet even that last game, Iran-New Zealand, was awesome. It was a great game. Tons of great goals. Fun football. Obviously, the Iran crowd had any number of interesting factors about it, but it was a brilliant day, and there weren't even results.
As Woody, as Hawk said, we're trying to become sponges, but you're excited about 4 ties.
Yeah,
is that a worldwide thing? Because I don't think Americans are excited with 4 ties, bro.
Well, watch the games. Watch the games and tell me that you didn't enjoy a goalless draw between Spain and Cape Verde. Because if you watch that game, you know the story, and they will tell you the story over the course of the game. These are the reigning European champions, Spain, taking on a tiny island nation off the west coast of Africa who have a population smaller than Raleigh, North Carolina. And yet here they are in the World Cup for the first time with an Irish defender who they recruited on LinkedIn, with a 40-year-old in goal who was playing in
That's a true story, Crowder.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw that. That's a true story. He thought he was getting spammed.
Yes. Okay, so the defender, he's born in Ireland, completely Irish, but his name is sort of Portuguese sounding, and all these countries around the world are going on searches. Who's got, a grandfather, a father, a mother, a grandmother that have some kind of descent from the country that we're from. So this guy has Cape Verdean descent. So the manager sends him a message. He's like, would you like to play for the Cape Verde national team? But it was completely in Portuguese. So this guy reads, he's like, what the hell is this? I don't know what this means. And so he just lets it go by. He thought it was spam. 9 months later, the same person is like, but wrote the same message, but in English. It was like, I meant that offer. Do you want to play for the Cape Verde national team? He said yes, and he started at a World Cup match and was hugely influential, Pico Lopez, in defense for Cape Verde. And so they go and they mount this challenge. They have a 40-year-old in goal. The Brazilian TV broadcast who was broadcasting the game was like, hey guys, this guy only has 50,000 Instagram followers. Go follow him on Instagram. He now has more Instagram followers than Patrick Mahomes because of the amount of influence that this broadcast and this sort of global influence of the World Cup has. So these are brilliant stories. And so this team that is this massive underdog pulls off this result. There were no goals. There was no result. And it was still brilliant.
It's been amazing. I know Solana wants to talk about Uruguay, and so I'm going to let you do that. I want to talk about USA first, though, because I want to go back in time. And by the way, Crowder, speaking of draws, Netherlands, Japan, I was watching the second half, texting Witty the entire time. It's, again, I'm very new to the game. One of the best halves of sport that I've ever seen, and I'm proudly part of the Orange Army. I don't know if you guys are down with me. You didn't want to join me on the Mervis Militia.
Are you going to do that jump to the left, jump to the right thing? Are you going to do it?
I'm trying to learn it. I still haven't really nailed the Macarena yet. So I'm getting there.
It's very simple. The lyrics of the song are... The lyrics of the song are...
Witty, if he's not very coordinated.
I mean, I'm not very coordinated.
It's very simple. The lyrics of the song are jump to the left, jump to the right. That's all it is. That's all. But
even the cha-cha slide, it's very direct, and I still can't get it. I get slide to the right, slide. I don't know. I end up all over the place.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
But let me ask you before Solana talks to you about Uruguay, the U.S. victory over Paraguay. It was exciting and it was dominant. And I'm just curious if you think U.S. fans should maybe jump to some conclusions about the team, or let's wait and see what else the group has in store.
It's hard not to get carried away, guys. It really is, because right now the United States has scored more goals at this World Cup than the entire continent of South America. They have accrued more points than the entire continent of South America. Folarin Balogun is the joint top goal scorer of this tournament. And on a qualitative basis, they remain the best team that I've seen at this World Cup by some distance. And so, yeah, it's hard not to get really excited about what they delivered against Paraguay. It was a level of soccer that the United States has never delivered at a World Cup. They've won games. They pulled off great results. They beat Portugal in 2002. They beat Mexico in the last 16 was a great result. They've, drawn against England at World Cups twice. They've, beaten the world champion Spain in the Confederations Cup in 2000, the European champion at the time. They eventually went on to be world champion. But, I mean, they pulled off some great results. But in terms of how they went about the game, which was, we're going to try and beat you as the better team rather than let's defend, let's sit in, let's nick a counter. No, it was from start to finish an ass kicking for 90 minutes. And it was an extraordinary level of football that they played. And they went out to be the aggressors. They had more creativity. They had better quality in possession. And these are the traits that the United States has always aspired to be associated with, but could never actually achieve at the highest level. Yeah, you go and play in CONCACAF against El Salvador and you can look like that. But when you actually come to the World Cup against a decent level opposition from South America, the United States has never played like that before. So to your question, the only question left to be asked is, can they do it again? Can they keep doing this? And they'll see again on Friday. You mentioned that World Cup watch party. The U.S. are playing on that Friday against Australia.
Chris, it's a vibes party.
Excuse me, a vibes party that is coming on Friday, in which the soccer kicks will be happening. But
perhaps not. I don't want to promise, and I don't want to get myself in trouble with.
I don't want to get you guys in trouble either.
Yeah, with what's the guy's name? Garber,
Gianni?
Don Garber. I don't want to get in trouble with Don Garber.
What's Don Garber gonna?
It's Don Garber. It's Don Garber.
How could you have a soccer segment and not mention Don Garber? I mean, that would be folly.
The soccer Don. Yeah. I mean, look, the USA just have to do it again.
What was the biggest difference, though? Because I mean, the players very similar. I know some changes, but very similar squad that the U.S. took in 2022. Is it the simple managerial change to Pochettino and just like a mentality shift to how they were approaching the game? Because you can say you want to go press, you can say you want to apply pressure, and what are they calling it? The Pentagon of
the shape
or what?
Yeah, that's what the manager of Paraguay called it.
I mean, you can say you want to do all of those things, but another entirely different thing is to go and actually implement it. Is it just Pochettino put these guys in the right spot? Are they better as a squad? Like what's the biggest difference?
I would say yes to any of those theories if they had showed it en masse before this tournament started. They've always shown flickers of this. They've always shown that maybe on the right day for 25 minutes they can dominate a game and maybe win the game as a result of those 25 minutes. They've never done that before for 90 minutes under Pochettino. They played well against Senegal for about 45 minutes, and they were up at the half. But then at one point they were trailing again. They had to sort of find another goal. So it just felt like one of those days where the stars aligned and everything that was promised about this team got delivered. And yes, I absolutely think that Pochettino deserves a lot of credit. He has found exactly the right system to deploy the right combination of players, because I don't think the best 11 players are starting for the United States. It is the right 11 players that are. There are plenty of good players on the bench that you could start and squeeze another attacker in there, and maybe in theory you'd have some more attacking power, but it's not the right solution for the right combination of players. So I think he has found it at exactly the right time, because there was scant evidence before this tournament began that he was going to be able to find these answers. And also, you sort of mentioned that team in 2022. First off, they did a lot of running at that World Cup. Like, they were just as intense. They just did it in a different way. They actually ran more per game than any team at the World Cup in 2022. And you also have to remember, a lot of those guys were much younger than they are now. And it's 4 years. And those guys were 22 then, and they're 26 now. So these guys are entering their primes. And while not everyone has played brilliantly at club level, they are still a level above where they were before. So I always thought this team was going to get better, but some combination of being the host, the right system, the right combination of players, it seems like they found all the answers at exactly the right time. And the only question is, how long can it continue?
It's funny you say that, because my next question was like, and I always have to put stuff back with it. I'm a basketball, football guy, but the get hot thing. Yeah. Is there a get hot in soccer? Like, it's just... You just roll through the season, roll through whatever CONCACAF, La Liga, and then you get to the World Cup and you get hot. Is that something in soccer?
Well, not usually. Usually it's just the best team is the best, and they go and demonstrate that, game in and game out. But there are, of course, runs that have been made where it seemed like they found something at the right time. Morocco found something at the right time at the last World Cup. They got to a semifinal. Croatia found something at the right time in 2018. They made it all the way to the final when few would have expected them to get there. So, yeah, there definitely is that sort of element of everything seemingly coming together at the right time. But usually the hot thing, as it were, is to describe goalkeepers that are having a brilliant run. The United States actually came up against that in 2002 when Oliver Kahn, the German goalkeeper at the time, was absolutely incredible. Argentina had that at the last World Cup with Dibu Martinez, especially over penalty saves. So there is definitely a notion of getting it right at the right time. But usually that just happens because a team is good, not because they found something or they're sort of they're on fire. They're sort of having this sort of moment where it's this small picture of time. Usually it's because in a larger picture, they are good. The United States did not really show in the larger picture. They've had moments. They beat Uruguay 5-1 back in November, but those are in moments, not over the course of a longer term. So I am surprised, and I will be surprised if all of a sudden they found a formula that works for 6 or 7 games of this tournament, and then they go right back to being bad or sort of mediocre after the tournament ends.
How about the Saudi goalkeeper yesterday? That guy was unbelievable.
Yeah,
I don't want to bring up something that's
Solana. Go ahead. Go ahead on the Saudi keeper. Yeah,
for Solana, but that guy was unbelievable. No,
22 shots, Woody. It's the most and a half in the FIFA World Cup. I was telling Hochman Crowder at the start of the show, since 1974, East Germany against Chile had 24 shots in that half. And
Jesus.
Yesterday,
you said that at the beginning of the show? I don't recall that at all. Either I did.
I 1,000% said that.
He said it, Hawk. You were tuned out. I think you were drinking tea.
Yeah. Possible.
Why don't you try listening to me once?
Well, if it's those factoids you're throwing out there, what was it? Chile and what? East Germany?
You don't think a fact involving East Germany is interesting? The country doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, I'm in you on that.
But the goalkeeper made fantastic saves. But Whitty, Hochman Crowder yesterday, I jumped on the show live from the stadium, and they're like, "Come on, Solana, Uruguay, let's go. What are we betting with Uruguay?" And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not entirely confident, because teams are showing you. Cabo Verde is one of them, but teams are showing you. I thought Egypt did a really good job. 1 goal, and then they're just so well organized in the back, and that's what the World Cup provides, right? Like, the opportunity for teams like this to have the flash in the pan game and just get out of there, get the point, and move on. And now Saudi Arabia feels great, like absolutely great.
Yeah, and I think for Saudi Arabia, that game was a complete tale of two halves, because in the first half, I thought Saudi actually showed genuine quality to play. I thought in the second half, they were completely lucky to escape with the result, because Uruguay, well, I think the one thing that they lack is sort of composure. It just felt like lots of crosses, lots of shots, a lot like sort of volume. They were trying to beat down the doors with volume rather than with quality. I think there was absolutely that level of Saudi couldn't even get out. They couldn't play at all in the Uruguay half in the second half. And I thought Bielsa made the right changes, bringing Valverde into midfield. I thought made a genuine difference. But I think in the overall, though, there has to sort of be a little bit more calm and a little bit more composure around the area. I actually don't think, for as much as that is a record worth knowing, and sort of it's a great fact because it harkens back to the existence of East Germany, but I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. It reminds me of what Turkey did the other night when they played Australia. Yeah, they had 30 shots in the game, but they weren't of any real danger or threat. The Australia defense was perfectly packed in, and they set up very well. So I think the fact that Uruguay got that many shots up, I think is more an indication that they were rushing and they weren't really playing with a great deal of skill. They were just sort of trying to overwhelm with physicality the Saudi team, and they came very close, and I still think that they should have won, but I think there would definitely be a lot of things for them to improve upon.
I'll pepper you with my Bielsa hot takes off the air because I'm sick of this.
Absolute delight to talk footy with Chris Whittingham from CBS. Watch him all tournament long on CBS Golazo. He will be there for you, analyzing it all as it happens. In 20 seconds, handicap USA Australia for us.
I watched a large portion of Australia against Turkey. I just think the U.S. are better than them. Even though Australia won that game, they found exactly the right moments on the break. They have to limit one or two players in transition, but they did so well with that against Paraguay. It might be a different kind of threat, but I would be shocked if the United States didn't win that game and thus take a giant step towards winning that group.
Wow. All right, there you go, Chris Whittingham. Thanks for making time for us, Whitty. I know you're busy.
Yeah, no problem, guys.
There you go. Chris Whittingham talking a little footy with the fellas. The Hochman, Crowder, Solana, Jimmy footy talk. I mean, I feel like we actually have a little modicum of knowledge, and we don't have to keep saying, is Messi LeBron? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we can actually talk about some actual soccer that's going on instead of these generalities. I'm not including you in that, Solana. Obviously, you're able to talk soccer more.
I don't know. No, I was going to say I somewhat enjoy our Maradona, who's that conversations every now and then. Yeah, or miss those.
All right. Anyway, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We got to take a break.
Anniversaries are really special, and my friends over at Ed Moore's, they're celebrating, listen to this, 80 years in the business. You don't do nothing for 80 years if you're not great at it. That's why my buddy Chris Atkins, he's the GM over there. Great dude. He has put together an amazing team. Y'all see Teddy Morris, the big man. He's on the TV all the time. Man, Ed Morris knows what they're doing, and they are celebrating. They're going to commemorate this at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac by giving you special savings on Cadillac luxury. Check out the all-electric Cadillacs. My wife has one, and you should get one too. The all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic, you can get that for just $349 a month, or the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. Ed Moore's has been family owned and operated for 80 years. They know what they're doing. I'm telling you, they watch out for you. As soon as you get to the lot down there off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Great team. They're very helpful. They're not trying to just sell you nothing. They're trying to figure out what you need and help you out. 80 years in business. They know how to take care of their customers. So don't miss out on this celebration. Go see my friends at Ed Moore's Sawgrass Cadillac, 6-time dealer of the year. Visit EdMoore'sSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember that phrase of being backed by Morris. I'm telling you, from the trade-in to the lease to the sale to the service department, they just texted me today and they told me about my wife's car. Hey, is everything okay? They just watch out for you. It's almost like family. They say, hey, is everything good with you? Yeah, man, it's fine. Okay, well, let me know if anything goes wrong. Being backed by Morris is a special thing. You got to be backed by Morris. Click EdMoore'sSawgrassCadillac.com.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
You don't know Ski Mask, the slump god?
I do not.
Talk about Joe cracked the dawn.
3 o'clock hour. France, Senegal just getting underway. We're watching a little World Cup action this afternoon with us. I was thinking about what Solana said in the first segment about Trae Young, because I just got a push notification. I had not seen that today, and I got a push notification during the commercial break. I think it was CBS Sports. Yeah, Trae Young, a Heat target, was the push notification if the Giannis attempt fails. And so then I'm thinking about it as I saw the push. I don't think I would be disappointed in that. I just watched him on the pivot too. You just had him on the pivot, didn't you? Or is that from a while ago? You're muted, CC.
Well, I wish I knew how to use this computer like Trey knows how to shoot threes, but no, bro, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's an introvert, and he's a good person, and he's a living bucket. Like, it's kind of what I want. I want living buckets. We haven't had a living bucket in a long time since the last one? Dwayne Wade?
I mean, Tyler Hero's kind of a bucket.
Man,
I know nobody wants to hear it, but
he's a bucket. He plays 14 games a season.
The guy I think that's more than Trey played last season. All I'm saying is this. After Solana said it, I kind of flippantly dismissed it, but now I'm thinking, and I'm like, I don't think I would be that disappointed. Like, give me some, like you just said, like a bucket. Give me some offensive firepower, some excitement. Like, I'm down with that, you know?
Mr. 305. Dale. God bless.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305, sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. If you had to rank them, Giannis, Kawhi, Trae Young, Ja Morant, and Zion Williamson.
Listen,
up to Ja.
Put Zion in the basket with the fried shrimp. I think I'd go Giannis, Ja. Probably Trae over Kawhi because he's younger. And Kawhi doesn't play a lot either.
Solana?
Yeah, no shot. No shot. There's no shot I'm putting Trae Young above any of those three other than Zion Williamson. I'd probably take Trae Young over Zion Williamson, but I think we have to remember, in Crowder, I know, you had Trae on, and he seems like a really good dude. The Atlanta Hawks traded Trae Young because the situation just got so sour, and they became significantly better as a basketball team. He's a bucket, but he's somebody who needs the ball in his hands, and it doesn't necessarily equate to winning.
But no. But I'm with you too, and I 100% agree. He's a I don't want to say ball hog, whatever it's called, ball dominant guard. But who else needs the ball on our team? Khalil needs to get it. Bam doesn't need the ball that much. Bam is like we. I would take Trae Young over Tyler Hero all day long.
But you know what? My point is, Tyler Hero has run his course with the Miami Heat, I think. Trae Young ran his course in Atlanta. It doesn't mean that he can't be a significant piece to a champion. What do you think Washington, let's say they don't make any moves. What do you think Washington, they're going to add the first overall pick too. What do you think Washington, with Trae Young, Anthony Davis, and the first overall pick, what do you think they're going to be in the East?
What's the boy's name, Solana? DB Adebayo, whatever his name is?
Yeah, DB Adebayo from BYU. Yeah. No, AJ Devansa. Yeah, Hawk, I think the Wizards are going to be a lot better next year, man. I really do. I'm not saying
and
they're
Trey's
going
to
be
part
NBA
of that. Like, Trey's not going to be a piece that hurts that. He's going to be, I think, a big part of that.
And that's the thing when I talk about Tyler. I love the way you put it. He ran his course. Tyler Hero is going to go start for a team, and Tyler Hero is going to go get him high teens. He's going to average high teens a night. I'm not saying Tyler's terrible, but I just think on one side, we need to reset, reload, whatever you want to call it. And if Trae Young is now with Eric Spoelstra, how does Eric figure out a way to use Trae Young with Bam and facilitate all of those personalities and their talents? Because I don't know who the hell Hawks head coach was, but I guarantee he's not as good as Spoke.
And I would ask you, Solana, what you asked us at the beginning of the show. If the Heat end up with Trae Young this offseason, was it a disappointing offseason?
Yes.
It was.
Yeah. I mean, look, I genuinely like Trae Young, by the way. I'm not trying to make him sound like he's washed or he's a scrub. But yeah, I don't think if Trae Young is your second best player right now at this stage of his career, I believe he's entering year 9. I just don't believe you're the type of team that the Heat have an opportunity of being with Kawhi, with Giannis. Shoot, even John Morant, the ceiling is just significantly higher. I mean, than it would be with Trae Young. It would just be significantly higher if he could focus on basketball and get back to being the player that we saw him be for 2 seasons. And also, if the Heat don't get Giannis Antetokounmpo, and now they're in negotiations with Washington, the Wizards know that they have some leverage there, right? Oh, well, you need Trae Young. Like, or whoever the Heat deal with, oh, well, yeah, you guys need to significantly improve your roster. What does that trade look like? You add Trae Young to last year's team, okay, like, I don't think you're winning the East. I don't think you're better than New York, but you're definitely significantly better because, you're adding a guy who can put 25 in his sleep. But you're going to have to give something up. And I wouldn't be willing to give up young assets for Trae Young. I wouldn't be willing to give up draft capital for Trae Young. I wouldn't.
And you'd be willing to give up draft capital for Giannis and Ja?
Ja, I'd be willing to maybe talk about giving up something. But yeah, I'm not giving up draft capital for Trae Young. I think that would be insanely foolish.
This offseason, you have to come out with something that is markedly different than what we saw last season. And sometimes that means overpaying just because of the situation. So I'm just telling you, like,
the question is Giannis. Giannis is the prize. He's the bell of the ball.
And we all agree.
And then it goes Ja.
But
and I think we start arguing when it becomes Trae Kawhi at 3.
All I'm saying is if they end up with Trae, I'm not going, oh, damn it. If they end up with Kawhi, I'm not saying, crap. You know what I mean? Like, I want a different roster out there next season. We're talking about Washington, right? With AD and Trae and JB Smoove coming out of BYU. Like, Washington's going to be, I think, good. I'm telling you, think about playing it back with the Heat, with the Knicks and Washington. Go down the list in the East. Like, think about running it back. You can't. You just can't.
I don't think they would run it back, though. I don't.
But I'm saying there's diminishing returns after Giannis. There's going to be diminishing returns. It's going to fall down a rung each time, and Trae Young might be the 4th rung.
And Solana, you're talking about these young assets. I'm with you on draft picks, and we'll see. And the Heat have drafted well. Like they're influential players, but like Jovic and Khalil Ware and all, like, you're attached to these guys to not go get a star, all-star, what they are, or all-pro or whatever it is. Like, these dudes are proven entities, and you're trying to hold on to these puppies that you think can be something. Jaime Jaquez Jr., I like him, but I'm not stopping a trade for Triple J.
Yeah, but I'm not giving up Jaime Jaquez Jr. for Trae Young because, yes, I agree with you. The roster's gone stale. The Miami Heat have to do something different next season. All of us are in agreement. Nobody would disagree with that. Obviously, the Miami Heat agree because they're clearly in trade talks with the Milwaukee Bucks. But the move for Trae Young, to me, is running it back, is the same team as you had last year because in my mind, maybe I'm off here. I don't know what you guys think. They'd have to give up Tyler Hero probably to get that deal done. Trae Young is on a player option. My guess is if he's getting traded, he wants an extension. You're giving Trae Young what? The contract you weren't going to give Tyler Hero, you're giving to Trae Young?
No.
I mean, you're putting yourself.
No.
But
no, I'm sorry, man. He's not that player.
He's better than
No,
Trae
but I would
Young
take him as a 1-year rental.
Trae Young's not better than Tyler Hero at basketball.
Trae Young and Tyler Hero are very similar players.
You're crazy.
I think they are pretty similar. I think it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to another.
And I'll admit, Trae Young, he's a defensive liability too. I'm going to make fun of him when he gets run past on a Wednesday night.
In other words,
I will.
If you have Trae Young on a team with Bam, Norman Powell, and Andrew Wiggins, you think they have a markedly different record if they both play a number of games than that same team with Tyler Hero? I don't.
I think Trae Young's better at basketball than Tyler Hero.
But what I would do, to Solana's question, I would take Trae Young on a 1-year rental if that's what it took. Because if I'm not going to extend, you're not giving the money to Tyler. And so if you're going to lose him at the end of the season, you might as well bring in some new blood, lose that person at the end of the season if it doesn't work out. If he revitalizes his career, he may want to stay. You don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Crowder, I'm with you. Like Trae Young at his peak when he was before this season, he definitely had better seasons than Tyler Hero. That's indisputable. I mean, the dude was 29-9 his second year. I just pulled up his stats: 24-11 2 seasons ago, 25-10, 26-10. Like, yeah, he's a point guard who distributes the basketball and he can put the ball in the basket. Like, yeah, those numbers are better, but I don't think you're necessarily at this point in his career getting better with Trae Young. And you have to think about the way that the Miami Heat play offense. They don't need the ball dominant player. Everything runs through Trae Young. And we've seen what comes out of a team that runs that way. Everything through Trae Young. And you're not getting out of the East that way. So if Trae Young's your 4th or 5th best player, he's a starter, he's your 4th or 5th best player, like Hawk, in a perfect world, you get Giannis Antetokounmpo and somehow you still find a way to get Trae Young, right?
I don't do that.
I mean, in that situation, let's go. Like, sign me up. If Trae Young is like a little sweetener to a great roster, 100%. I'm not hating on Trae Young, but if Trae Young is your answer this year, then I think you have serious issues.
Well, yes, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying like if the Giannis option falls through because Boston just comes in so strong, and then Kawhi, it just doesn't work. The Heat aren't willing to give Kawhi what it takes or the Clippers what they want. Like, they're just not willing. And you go down the list, and then you end up with Trae Young. I'm okay. Like, they ended up with Norman Powell last season, right?
Yeah.
Trae Young's more exciting than Norman Powell. I'm not telling you that he's better. I'm not telling you he's the difference between getting out of the play-in. I'm just telling you at some point there's diminishing returns. You don't have a whole bunch of people to choose from. Well, if it's not Giannis, it'll be this guy. And if one of the options is Trae Young, I wouldn't hate on it. It would be a nice little change to what we watched, I think. As long as he's jacking him up from the logo, I'm good. Like, give me some of that.
And I have a friend to eat dinner with.
Oh, he's your friend now?
Yeah. I got his number.
Obviously. I mean, Crowder, the way he's talking about Trae Young is like if he's prime Magic Johnson. Like,
he's not. He is an upgrade from. He's better at basketball than anybody on the Heat. And
what do you find more entertaining?
Other than Bam, he's better than Norman Powell.
What do you find more entertaining, Trae Young or the Savannah Bananas? It's probably a push for you because you love them both so much.
I say push.
Yeah, I had a feeling. All right, let's get headlines here for the 3 o'clock hour with Alejandro Solana, brought to you by Doral Kia. In Miami at a Domino's game, you'll find your abuelito. When you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
Hey, Hawk, these party animals are starting to steal my soul too.
The who?
Party animals. It's the pink team that plays against Savannah Bananas all the time.
Ay, vey. I mean, what is
the
happening?
Firefighters? They're good too. The red team.
Finally, you can have a conversation with Jimmy. I was just about to say, finally, you can have a conversation with Jimmy. Jimmy loves the Savannah Bananas, man. He lights up.
I mean, the way Crowder is talking about Trae Young, man, like you would think that this guy is prime Kobe Bryant. Like,
what? You should have seen him. You should have seen him. Did you see the Pivot episode?
Dude, no, I didn't end up watching it.
It's prime Crowder.
Do you not? There is another player on the Heat that's better than Trae Young other than Bam Adebayo.
No, but
bingo. That's all I need,
that
Solana.
doesn't.
He's the second best player on this team if we acquire him. Bingo. That's it.
Yeah, but again, like I just don't think that move makes sense. Like what you'd have to give up to get Trae Young right now, I'd rather wait till next year.
But again,
get him in free
then you're
agency.
saying run it back. Your choice it would be
Not
Trae Young.
necessarily, Hawk. Not necessarily. You don't just have to run it back. You can move Tyler Hero, and there's other situations where you can go get players. Well, last year, nobody thought Norman Powell was tied to the Miami Heat. How many times we talked all offseason, who are the Heat going to get? Oh, and at what point did anybody mention the name Norman Powell? Nobody.
And I'm talking about a guy with sizzle. I'm not talking about running it back with another Norman Powell. God bless Norman Powell was an all-star until he wasn't. But I mean, honestly, like that is running it back. I'm talking about bringing in some sizzle.
But I think Trae Young is running it back. I do.
No,
I think
but Norman Powell didn't bring any sizzle, and Norman Powell didn't change the outcome of this team at all. We actually got worse. We didn't even make it through the play-in with Norman Powell.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue that. But man, the first 14 games of the season, watch out, bro. Watch out.
That was true.
France and Senegal 0-0 through the first 16 minutes of the game. Bro, being in the stadium for the hydration breaks, what an effing buzzkill, man. Just a huge buzzkill.
I mean,
3 minutes.
I was thinking, like, again, I'm a soccer expert, Crowder. Why not one hydration break in either the first or second half and just make halftime 3 minutes longer? There's your 6 minutes of commercial breaks that the network needs. Honestly, there's your 6 minutes. I get it. Those 6 minutes multiplied by the number of games is hundreds of millions of dollars. I get it. Why not one hydration break and add 3 minutes to halftime?
Is that what we're used to, though? Because I think they're trying to tend to the American sports fan where we always have those breaks.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I need a pee-pee break.
But I'm telling you, listen, hundreds of millions of people watch soccer every day without taking a pee-pee break. So sorry if your American bladders are too small. But I'm just saying, like, I think it would be less intrusive if you just added 3 minutes to halftime.
Yeah, no, you make perfect sense.
It's a buzzkill. Solana said it yesterday. Yeah. You're like, the action is like at what is it, 20, 25 minutes when they take the break. And it's like, that's really when it's starting to get into its flow. And then all of a sudden there's this break that it just makes no sense.
Yeah. No, I'm like you said, I'm a young soccer fan, and I saw it watching it the other night.
No, but
I don't want to hear about Expedia. I was just seeing these dudes run around, and now I'm looking at Expedia. I don't need Expedia.
Hawk, what's interesting is there's been hydration breaks before in tournaments. For example, yesterday in Miami, I understand the need for hydration. They needed it
yesterday.
It's hot. It's humid. The conditions are conducive to guys who can actually like injure themselves or have serious injury, whatever. But the hydration break always used to be, hey, here's a natural stop. Everybody, you have a minute. Go get your water and come right back on the field. It's 60 seconds. It's nothing. It's quick. The idea, though, that they're standing for 3 minutes and in the stadium, it felt like forever, dude.
Right.
Just forever.
Yeah, it was a typical TV timeout.
And all it is, right, is so that the TV advertisers can get more money. Or
yesterday. Make them the casual 1 minute in each half and add 4 minutes to halftime. Agreed. There's your 6 minutes of inventory.
I did enjoy yesterday. There were a couple, I did it too. There were a couple OG Miami people throwing up the fours after the second hydration break. We'd be going into the fourth quarter. Felt like a Canes game for a quick second.
No, Hawk, your math is correct, Hawk, but broadcasts need to be structured. And that's how they structure them. And if they can restructure them, I see exactly what you're saying, but I want to be in the middle of the third.
They don't need to be structured. This is all just a money grab. That's all it is.
I know, but Solana,
it's
everything's a money grab.
No, but we're acknowledging what it is. It's a money grab, I don't necessarily even think it has to be structured. Like there has to be a 1 minute hydration break or 2 minute hydration break, say within the 20th to 30th minute. It doesn't have to be structured, and it's not. By the way, it's not like the 25th minute they stop. They try to do it at a natural break. Right. But it's not the way that it's done, which is a more casual setting, which is just, it's not for TV purposes. It's just where, hey, these players need to hydrate or there might be real problems out here. I get the need for 6 additional minutes of commercial inventory every match. I get it. I think there's a better way to do it than 3-minute hydration breaks, which really does turn soccer into 4 quarters.
Yep, it does. Yeah, it was brutal sitting there yesterday. And by the way, Uruguay ends up benefiting off of it. So personally, we end up scoring a few minutes right after that second hydration break to tie the game. But you can imagine the entire first part of the second half, right? Like the third quarter, they're attacking. And then, stoppage of play, take 3 minutes and go settle down by your bench. Like it kind of gets in the way of momentum too. I don't know, man. It's crazy
no. I'm gonna be the dumb American here. Are you upset when it goes from third to fourth quarter in American football?
No, but it's just the way that it is. Like we're used to that. Soccer has been played without the Americans getting involved with their advertising formats for years and years and years. It's the most successful sport in the world. So it's not like, listen, I'd be okay if NASCAR takes a break after every lap. I don't care. You want to sell more commercials? Stop the race after every lap. Like, would you be okay with that? Like, it's just the way that it's done, right? Yeah. Soccer's done 2 halves without breaks. That's the way that it's played. So do I mind that there's a break between third and fourth quarter in football? No, I'm used to watching it. That's how, like, it is separated into 4 quarters. Would you be upset if hockey went from 3 20-minute periods to 4 15-minute periods?
No.
I would. You want to change the entire game of hockey?
But it's not changing the game. It's still the same amount of time, the same players out there, the same work. The guys got to adjust. They have to figure out the new structure. The coaches now can talk to the players. The players now can adjust to whatever they saw. They have win now, so it's not that, like, why is it such a big deal that they're stopping soccer when they stop every other sport?
How about baseball? Let's play 5.5. Let's play 5 innings of baseball with 6 outs each inning.
Basketball stops every 30 seconds if the coaches want it to.
That's not
I got you. That's the way the sport is played.
Well, then adjust to what we're doing and go and kick that damn ball through that big ass net.
But that's the weirdness of it to me. Adjust to what we're doing.
Yes.
Like, what? This is the world's game. It happens to be on our turf, but like adjust to what we're doing. Would you like to add 7 timeouts to hockey, like basketball has?
They can call them timeouts. My wife didn't fish till she met me, and then when we met, she had to start fishing. Huh?
What?
Huh? What'd you say?
What?
So FIFA didn't have timeouts until it met the United States, and now it has timeouts.
And they took advantage of it, right?
I don't know.
They said yes, right? No. Solana, I'm glad you brought this up. FIFA said yes to the hydration breaks, correct?
If while you were an NFL player,
FIFA implemented the hydration breaks. FIFA doesn't say yes to anything. They implement.
FIFA implemented.
So they implemented it
they're
for
pocketing,
us.
I read they're making over
tighten your ass up, go take a water break, and then come and play some damn football.
Well, wait a second though. When you say for us, for who?
They said for Americans, for the media, for the marketing.
No, for the companies, for the broadcast networks.
And that's how people get paid. That's why guys get paid $200 million a year.
Right. But they shouldn't. How about you figure out, here's the way the game is played. It'd be like if you have a hotel, you have a certain number of hotel rooms to sell. If you can't make money selling those hotel rooms, you can't make money. That's on you. How about the network doesn't pay $1.5 billion for the rights? They pay $900 million for the rights.
And lose $100 million.
Where?
with the money they make off the marketing. The money they make. Do you think they're taking hydration breaks
Crowder.
for fun? They're making money.
No, we've established why they're taking it. It's because the prices are out of whack.
Crowder, when you were an NFL player,
yes.
you were playing in the NFL, and out of nowhere, the NFL said, "Hey, we're going to implement 8 quarters. 8 quarters.
Same amount of time on the field."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No. Listen, same amount of time on the field. 65 to 72 plays a game. No problem. I'll take another break.
No problem. The games would have the games would have taken twice as long, and you know who would have been profiting off of that? And it would have diluted the game. Not you, not the players.
Diluting the game.
It 100% would be. It would
It's
change the entire way that the game is played. Of course it would.
If they took 15-minute hydration breaks, are you okay with that? If that's what the networks say they want?
Hydration break.
I was just about to say that.
My salary up. If they could take my salary up, so how long are we going to take? 15 minutes?
There's no salaries going up with this.
No,
I don't understand what you're doing with national teams and the World Cup. I'm not understanding.
I'm saying.
You think there's a bidding war for Christian Pulisic?
So what's about the game is changing? More downtime?
There's 3-minute breaks in the middle of a half that there never were before. But forget what's changing.
Those 6 minutes upset y'all that much. 6 minutes of break
it breaks up
everybody.
The flow of the game. It
the
breaks
flow
up the flow
of anything.
Of the game.
They kick the ball out of bounds all the time, and then a little dude wiggles it and puts it on the ground, and he stands there, and then he wiggles his feet.
The ball is back in play in less than 4 seconds.
It is.
But I'm asking you,
this is an overreaction to nothing.
It's not an overreaction to nothing. It's just a reaction to something.
To change.
But the point is, at what point would you reach your level? Would you be okay if they take 12-minute hydration breaks every half?
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
Okay, so it doesn't matter to you.
It doesn't matter to me.
Hydration breaks. You don't have a limit.
Okay, so let's say this. At the end of when I was playing, between the first and the second.
I'm just saying, is there a point?
The first and the second
is there a point where you would say, hey, that's too much?
Between the first and the second quarter when I was playing, all they do is blow the whistle, run the ball down, you walk down, and then you play the second quarter. If at that point they said, hey, we're going to go sit on the sideline for 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay. Then I'm going to go play football again.
No, I got it. I know how it works.
Halftime's 20 minutes. If halftime turned to 30 minutes, who cares?
That's fine. But I'm saying you have no cutoff on that. If halftime was 60 minutes, it doesn't bother you.
It can't be 7 hours. But it's just like
if it was 60 minutes, if they decided they could make more money selling a 1-hour halftime show, would you be okay with a 60-minute halftime?
It's not 60 minutes, it's 3 minutes.
Understood.
3 minutes.
It's
3 minutes is upsetting the world.
Never broken up a soccer match before, ever in the history of the game.
And things change. They didn't even have face masks. They had face masks. They didn't even have black people allowed to play. Now black people can play.
Again, you're saying things that are inarguable. I'm just saying, do you have a limit to where you wouldn't?
On the time amount of a timeout?
Yes.
How long do you want to go?
I'm asking you if you have a limit.
3's fine with me. 5 is fine with me. It
10?
just gives the play. It gives the players a chance to go.
I know what it gives. I understand the concept of it.
Afterwards, Hawk, they're going to be better equipped to go play at a higher level because now they're hydrated and they're rested.
So 10 minutes?
72 hours. They should go to bed and come back after the break.
Because if you're going to argue in absolutes that it doesn't matter, you have to have that absolute attitude to no matter what the number would be.
A reasonable number. 20-minute hydration break is crazy. 15 minutes
so
crazy.
You are on my side.
No. 3 minutes. Y'all are upset about 3 minutes of soccer not being played, where the players
you realize
this
entire argument that we've had, there's been no action in the World Cup.
They should give them a break.
That's what they've been in.
Then they'd be hydrated and they'd be rested, and now they'll go out there and kick that little ball through that big ass net.
But what if I told you that they add those 3 minutes back on to this half again? And so they really don't get rested. They've got to play an additional 3 minutes after this half is supposed to be over.
They had a break. I don't get extra time because it's just the refs just making up something anyway. But
because, those 3 minutes, it's not really a break because they have to play more minutes now at the end of the half.
Well, that's crunch time.
Should they take a break before stoppage time?
Should they take a break before stoppage time? That would be pretty interesting because now you can reload, regain, and retassel.
Be terrible. I mean, us soccer purists, I can't even. It's hard to have this conversation with you newbies.
As I'm learning soccer, it's a lot of complaining in soccer. 3 minutes? Let these boys get some damn Gatorade and get out here and kick this ball. They kick it backwards. They kick it backwards.
You're a corporate shill. You are a corporate shill.
They kick it away from the goal they're trying to score in more than they kick it towards the goal they're trying to score in. Those minutes should be given back to me.
About the everyday person watching the game. You're concerned about the big Madison Avenue advertising firms making extra money. I got you.
Yeah. No,
I got
you. He's happy, Hawk. He's happy as long as the networks are lining their pockets with more money,
right.
even though it's literally infringing. It's infringing on a perfect product. He's happy because
as long as they're making more money. That's right. Long as Paramount is making more money.
Added a 3-point line in the NBA.
Right. Yeah.
Were y'all upset when they added a 3-point line? Because that changed the game.
It did change the game.
Were y'all upset by that?
I didn't love it at first.
You were alive.
I was.
Were y'all upset when they started targeting rules?
I was.
Yeah, I still don't like the targeting rules.
But you adjust to it, and they added 3-minute breaks. And now,
of course, you adjust to it. What's my choice?
Yes,
you adjust to it. What's my choice?
Stop with the damn complaining like it's making a big difference. It's 6 more minutes. Let them play the commercials. Let them boys get some water. Let little Mbappe go over there and do whatever he does, and then go back to playing soccer.
Well, as long as the big companies are making enough money to satisfy you, then I understand your point. You got to make sure that these giant corporate monoliths that are worth billions of dollars, that have eaten up all the mom and pop broadcasters, we got to make sure that they can make more money. I didn't realize that was your point, and I stand with you.
Hey, Hawk, the pivot must be in line for a contract with one of these corporations. I see your play.
I got some private equity stuff going on, fellas.
Your weather in South Florida.
Big companies are making money.
It's still 0-0 in this game. Hydration breaks over, Crowders. You can just go ahead and turn off your TV. I'll let you know when that hydration.
Right, we'll let you know when the next commercial break is.
Right, yeah. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is hot. It is humid. It's in like the upper 80s. Tonight, the lows will be in the mid to upper 70s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
Hey, read that sponsor liner a second time. Crowder wants to hear it a second time.
Yeah.
Man, I need a hydration break after lighting y'all ass up.
Can you tell them more about Tornado Roofing and Contracting, please?
Yeah, they help keep your home and family safe, Crowder, especially when the storms roll in. I don't know if you knew that. You can visit their website, tornadoroofing.com, for your free roof. Oh, and a window estimate too, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to read it one more time, or
we should call our commercial breaks hydration breaks as well, and we should take more of them. Let's take more hydration breaks, Hawk.
Actually, we already take plenty. We take too many. All right, we'll take a hydration break. We'll come back with more.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
50% of the time I stay in hotels, I clog the toilet.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Crowder's not back to his broadcast table yet, so I can tell everyone I don't really care about the hydration breaks. I do like arguing with him, and I like trying to paint him into a corner. And so that's where I keep, because to be quite honest, I watch The Office specifically with commercials because I enjoy the time to look at my phone and take a little breather myself. So I don't mind the hydration breaks at all. But it is a fun argument topic for sports radio. And I would imagine at like bars all across, where people are watching the World Cup, like the regular soccer heads. It's a funny chat here. This soccer is making me thirsty. From Seinfeld. These pretzels are making me thirsty. 0-0 France and Senegal. Is that shocking in the 42nd minute?
I don't think so. I know everybody thinks France is a better team. They are, by the way, on paper. But Senegal was one of the better teams from Africa coming into this tournament. So I don't think it's as surprising as a lot of people
France
think.
Being the overall favorite to win the entire tournament?
Yeah. I think France ultimately will win this game, but I think Senegal is going to get out of that group. I think they're a really good team.
All right. Well, we do have a celebration of soccer, the summer of soccer. It's with everyone here at WQAM on Friday at the Citadel in Miami, which is where we have the studios. The Citadel is a food hall as well. Now, we're going to have all this stuff set up in the parking lot, but there's also a food hall at the Citadel if you've never been there. Like, it's a really cool place to have studios, but it's a very cool event that we're having on Friday. Starts at noon. Every hour, one lucky fan gets a shot to win up to $10,000 in our Soccer Kick Challenge. You can enjoy complimentary global food samples from Wild Fork, Cafecito from La Llave, Rooftop Vibes with Al Capone. Udonis Haslam will be there aboard the Hard Rock Bet bus. And we're going to have games, giveaways, prizes, match day excitement. You come for the soccer, you stay for the vibes. The Summer of Soccer at the Citadel in Miami. It's in Little Haiti. What do we call it? Yeah, it's Little Haiti, right? El Portal.
Yes.
But if you've heard people talk about the Citadel, because it is a cool spot, it's always crowded on the weekends there. If you've heard about it, you've never been, it's at the Citadel in Miami, Friday, noon, sponsored by Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. La Llave Smooth Espresso by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Al Capone Sweet Hand-Rolled Cognac Cigars. Wild Fork Neighborhood Meat and Seafood Market. Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. And by Verizon, an official sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. I was telling Solana before you were back, I really don't care about the hydration breaks. I just like arguing with you.
I like arguing too, to be honest.
And I like painting you as the corporate shill.
People ask me that. They'd be like, y'all get into it. I was like, yeah,
It's sport. It's like, it's literally like walking by a playground and there's somebody playing basketball and you just kind of put your hands up like, throw me the ball because you want to get a shot up. That's what happens.
Yes.
I'm going to bring up I don't know what you have on the docket for Talk About It Tuesday, Solana, in the next hour, but I was going to bring up at the top of the 4 o'clock hour, these new McDonald's apple pies.
I did see
which
that.
Are back. I shouldn't say new, but they haven't been around in 3 decades.
Right.
The fried apple pie.
With the cinnamon on the outside?
Well, here's the thing. I've never had one.
Really?
Hawk.
Yeah.
Oh, Hawk. It's not.
I don't really.
3 decades.
I know this is terrible to say during the World Cup, and we're all wrapped in patriotism, but I'm not a big believer in apple pie. Anyway, we got to take a break. We have to take a break. You think about it. We'll discuss it in the 4 o'clock hour.
What?
It's an overrated pie. Let's be honest here. There's a
What's
lot
a
of
good
better
pie?
pies. than
You're
apple.
an
Well, we'll talk
overrated
about
pie.
it in the
You're an
4 o'clock
overrated
hour.
pie. Get out of here.
We don't have time right now, but we will get there in the 4 o'clock hour. Take a break. 4 o'clock hour is next.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I love Zephyr Hills.
There is no Zephyr Hills. It's Zephyr Hills. We've been over this. playing Waterloo because it's hydration related, Jimmy?
How you know me?
Jimbo.
He searched water in the music library, found Waterloo by ABBA, and said, all right, that's hydration related. Let me give you the stock market report. Start out the 4 o'clock hour here. That's sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Mixed day on Wall Street. Dow Jones up 328 points. NASDAQ down 307 points. And the S&P 500 down 43 points. So there you go. I want to get to headlines. I want to play Talk About It Tuesday this hour. And Solana can get you caught up on the first half of France and Senegal. But I do just want to bring up, so I've never had this fried apple pie at McDonald's before. I have heard people talk about it over the years. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, they were selling, like, for however many years, an apple pie, but it wasn't fried. And I think the what they're bringing back is the fried apple pie, which I saw someone post on Twitter that they got it with some McDonald's ice cream and turned it into pie a la mode and said it's like the greatest thing ever. I've never had it. Have you had the McDonald's apple pie?
Yes. When I was a kid, man, I ate. Even in college, they had the fried apple pie. It has like cinnamon sugar on the outside, so they fry it, roll it in cinnamon sugar. It's delicious. I don't know this apple pie take you got, Hawk, but you about to run me hot.
Well, I was never an apple pie guy. I'm not a fruit pie guy. I'm more of a chocolate pie. Well, see, I do like banana cream pie, but that I guess technically would be fruit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never been an apple pie guy. It's like, hey, if you want an apple, hey, go eat an apple.
No, because it
gotta put it in. I gotta put it in all this syrupy goo and I don't know.
Syrupy goo or
yeah,
the syrupy
pie
deliciousness.
crust, like, I don't know.
Hey, Hawk.
I don't know. Just eat an apple.
Hey, Hawk. I hate you. What are we doing, man?
No, but here's the thing. Here's
What are
the
we
thing,
doing?
though. Here's the thing. Because I'm open to this stuff. I'm gonna try this fried apple pie at McDonald's. There are too many people excited about it. Lee Sterling texted me this morning. He's like, I will be doing the segment Friday while eating one of these. And he had, forwarded the Twitter story. Like, there's too many people excited about the return of the McDonald's apple pie for me not to go and see what I've been missing. So I'm open to, there's a couple things I want to try. Have you seen Wendy's has a new banana frosty?
No, I missed that.
Yes. I saw. I didn't get it, but I was at Wendy's in West Palm Beach on Saturday, and I had to go get Chaz some chicken nuggets, and I saw the banana frosty.
That sounds good. So it has to do with like a collab with the Minions movie.
Yes.
And I guess are Minions, are they small bananas?
No, but they just love bananas.
Banana.
I appreciate you giving me an answer, though.
Banana. If you have a 6-year-old, you know banana.
Is that what do they love bananas? Is that their thing?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Jimmy answered that like if it was like a God's honest question that you had.
Like, is Mars the closest planet to Earth? Yes, but Neptune makes a case. I don't, not that Neptune makes a case.
Mars is also a candy bar.
Like, no, Minions are not small bananas. Small bananas are actually plantains.
Jim, are you excited about the new Minions movie?
But
Not really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nobody wants this crap. It's enough with these Minions, right?
No, Groot.
No, but yeah.
Yeah, what was the original series? What was it called?
Despicable Me.
Yeah, no one enjoyed the first one. They made like 6 of them. It's
I love the first one.
Yeah, nobody liked it. It was the whole thing was
Hawk.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Chaz are gonna punch you in the face if you keep this up.
I mean, come on. I am Groot. Nobody even knows what that is.
And he adopted the little girls. He got him an old lady. He got him a mom. It was beautiful.
Nah,
They had a baby.
And then they got these. little walking banana things and whatever. But anyway, the McDonald's collab, they have like a banana cream or something that goes over the Frosty, but because you can get it in chocolate Frosty or vanilla Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
So which one would you get it on?
It's I just looked it up. It's a banana cream sauce that they're gonna put on top of just like the classic Frosty base, so vanilla or chocolate.
Which one would you get? Because here's another take. And again, I'm going to try the McDonald's apple pie. I'm excited about it. Everybody seems to be really happy that it's back. So I'm going to see what it's all about. Chocolate covered bananas. What are we doing here?
Oh my God.
People love these chocolate covered bananas. Yeah. And I'm like, what? Like, I have bananas probably my favorite fruit. I think it's the tastiest. I think it fills you more than most fruits. I just like a banana. We gotta cover it in chocolate.
Bananas better than a strawberry?
Oh my God! Are you joking?
Are you what?
Fruit?
You're talking Michael Jordan to Kyle Korver.
A chocolate covered strawberry.
A strawberry
is amazing.
Needs to be covered in chocolate to make it good. I'm with you there. A banana stands on its own.
It's chalky.
Chocolate?
A banana?
Banana's not even a top 5 fruit.
Oh my God. What? What are you talking about?
Strawberry, apple, mango. Oh my goodness, these oranges, these sumo citrus. Banana might be 7 or 8.
Oh, this is heresy. Banana happens to be 1, 2, and 3.
You're crazy.
Man. But anyway, the chocolate covered bananas, like people have that in their freezer. They go, oh, you know what I'm going to have for dessert? A chocolate covered banana. What? What are you doing? Who wants a chocolate covered banana?
I think it's that trick in your mind where I want chocolate, but I need to act like I'm being healthy. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't add anything to the banana.
Chocolate.
Yeah, it is chocolate, but it's like it ruins the banana. You know what I mean? Like it's like
it doesn't. It doesn't ruin the banana.
You like a caramel apple?
No, I happen to hate the caramel apple. I think
now that I love. The caramel apple happens to be delicious. Yeah, caramel apple. That's
halfway
one
through.
Of the...
You're gnawing like it's a chore to finish this. It's like a turkey leg to me. I put it in the same category as the turkey leg. Where like halfway through, I'm like, I have caramel on my nose. Like I have caramel everywhere on my face. And I'm finding new ways to bite into it so there's caramel.
You know what I'm just thinking of that is interesting? The only time you get an apple with a stick attached to it is when it's covered in caramel. We should have sticks in apples at all times. Why do I have to hold the apple in my hand? Why can't all apples come on a stick?
Because it's not an efficient way to eat an apple.
I think it is. It should really come with like corn holders on both sides, so you can eat it like a piece of corn.
Like a spiral.
Yeah, we should grow apples. We should grow them longer, like a piece of corn. They can do anything now with engineering and stuff. The circular apple has to be in its end days. We need the more oblong apple that can be eaten in a more fluent manner.
Apple football.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need.
Anyway, just to wrap up before we get to headlines, I'm going to try the McDonald's fried apple pie. I'm going to, I'd like to try the Wendy's banana frosty vanilla only, though, because a chocolate covered banana, which is essentially what the chocolate frosty would be, makes no sense. And if you have a chocolate covered banana in your freezer right now, please throw it out and go see a psychotherapist.
I'll be honest with you. Frosties in my IBS stomach don't go over well, so I don't want to ruin my Saturday.
I don't think there's any dairy in a frosty. I think it's made out of styrofoam.
whatever is in there, and baseball parks have single bathrooms, and now there's a line outside, and I'm the big guy that just blew up everything. I'm not a big fan of being that guy.
Yeah. Chocolate covered bananas.
You've never had these Dole Dippers, the frozen Dole Dippers. They slice up the bananas and they cover them in chocolate, and then they put them in a box. You take them home. It is such a delightful treat. Just such a delightful treat. These Dole Dippers.
No, why can't I just have ice cream then? Like, why can't I just have like those little Dove pieces? You know, it's just some vanilla ice cream covered in chocolate. Like, why do I have to pretend?
But you love bananas.
I like a banana in the way that God grew it. If God grows chocolate covered bananas, I'll eat one.
Yeah. Was that your nickname in college, Solana? Dole Dipper?
Mine was chocolate covered banana.
That's so nasty. I'm done with y'all for today.
I didn't realize that the McDonald's apple pie, the one that's sold now, is baked. So I've never had. I was just looking at
that's what I'm saying. The fried thing. They haven't fried them in 30 years.
1992 was the year, according to the ABC News article, was the year McDonald's replaced the fried apple pie with a baked version in most of the U.S., responding to growing consumer awareness of fat and cholesterol consumption. Right, because that's the difference.
But
as you're walking out with a Big Mac, let me save
thank
some
God
calories
for RFK and Make America Healthy Again. We finally got the fried apple pie back.
Right.
They're delicious.
They should douse those things in red number 6 or whatever the outlawed food dye is.
Yeah, yellow 6.
We'll show the left. All right, let's real quick headlines because I want to have enough time for Talk About It Tuesday. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
France Senegal is tied 0-0. There's a full slate of games today. Some bangers in the World Cup. You have Iraq and Norway playing at 6 p.m. And then Argentina begins their quest to defend their World Cup title. They'll play Algeria at 9, and you do have a game at midnight here on the East Coast. It's Austria and Jordan today as well.
All right.
Any of you following the College Baseball World Series by any chance?
I'm not. I had it on accidentally in the 2:00 hour, I think, while I was waiting for this France-Senegal match.
Some little peptide boy went for the cycle yesterday. That's all I know.
Yeah.
PCA for the Cubbies went for the cycle. Did you see what happened?
Oh, he is so athletic. It's crazy.
Did you see what happened, though, when he hit the cycle?
Yeah, he went backwards.
He needed So he needed a single to get the cycle. Got the single in his final at bat, and as he's getting a standing O, he got picked off from first. I got to plug in my computer. It's about to be out of energy.
Energy, huh?
Energy. Somebody told me, I was talking to a baseball guy. There's all these scouts out here at these prospect camps and perfect game tournaments and all. They were saying that PCA is so athletic that it's like easy for him, so he's almost lazy. Like he knows he's better than everybody else, so he doesn't try hard.
Did you hear what I said, by the way?
Energy. We
need
it.
Energy. Yeah, we
got it.
Who would ever say that? That's like when Trump goes groceries. It's a word. It's a word I've created or whatever. Like who on earth? Who on earth would go? Hold on a second, fellas. My computer's low on energy.
We love you to death, bro. That age comes out every now and again on you.
Like I'm talking about energy. I'm talking about the space capsule running out of energy or something. Hey, hold on a second, fellas. My computer's low on energy.
You gonna go crank up the pinwheel?
I couldn't believe it as I said it. I'm like plugging in the computer. Like, what?
Well,
did they hear me? I didn't know if you guys.
Yep.
Yes, we did.
We heard it. We heard it. We acknowledged it as well.
What an absolutely bizarre thing to say.
So
Computer's low on energy.
Georgia plays Texas. That's your update over in Omaha. The Marlins, they play today at 6:40. They're gonna play the Phillies, trying to rebound after yesterday's tough loss. They lost 7-0. And obviously, there's a lot going on with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Several reports, but nothing's changed. You got the NBA draft coming up next Tuesday, and my guess is by then we will know what the deal is with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I did see someone write something yesterday that essentially, hey, Milwaukee's known what Miami's been offering for a long time. They've become less enchanted with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that happens. You know, they always talk about with negotiations, don't let them leave the room. Don't let there be time to think if you think you've got a deal. And I'm not saying the Heat did anything wrong. This is obviously Milwaukee taking their time. But it does feel like they've become less enchanted with what they're getting back from the Heat. And I think as they become less enchanted, I think they become less inclined to make a deal just for the sake of making a deal. I think they become more inclined to trying to talk Giannis into staying.
I don't know if Giannis into staying, Hawk. I disagree with that. I think they're trying to look for a better date. Somebody,
no doubt. But I'm saying if they can't find something that Miami's offering that they find acceptable, and let's say the Boston stuff is just conjured up by Bill Simmons and others, that it's not really a concrete offer, then I think Milwaukee might just turn their attention towards, hey, we self-imposed a draft deadline, doesn't have to be by then, and maybe we can create something with Giannis here. Maybe we can make something happen here.
Do you think Giannis is going to play for the Bucks next season? Because I don't.
No.
I think if push came to shove, I don't think he would sit out.
Yeah, no, I think that the Heat asked a girl 3 months before prom to the prom, and she told him, I'll let you know. And she's waiting for Jimmy and Johnny and Tyler to see if they're going to ask her before she says yes to Pat.
Yeah, I think that relationship's done. But, to your point, with Boston, they have to be very careful. Like, to me, all these reports about Boston are a little shocking to me because Jaylen Brown in that situation seems to already kind of be approaching like a toxic one, maybe. And you're talking about actually including him in trade talks. If they do, and that report genuinely comes out that they offered Jaylen Brown and they can't pull off that trade, and now Jaylen Brown's coming back to that team, like they could do serious damage to a championship core. Like Boston doesn't need to be in Giannis conversations. And then the idea that they're going to be able to land Giannis without giving up Jaylen Brown is just patently absurd. Like there's just no way that's going to happen. They have to be very, very careful.
I agree with you there. I will point out, though, when you say I think that relationship's done, Lamar Jackson took out an ad in the Baltimore paper saying goodbye to the fans because their relationship was over. Like, this stuff gets fixed.
But that was different, Hawk, because that was simply a case of I want to get paid. They don't want to pay me what I believe I deserve. And this has nothing to do with money.
Right. But what if Milwaukee can entice someone there? What if they can, instead of moving Giannis, move others and bring someone to play with Giannis?
But they can't because they don't have the assets or the draft capital to do it. They sent their draft capital to Portland. They sent their draft capital to Indiana. Like their options, which is why, they're in this situation. Their options are very, very limited. They're also paying Damian Lillard $7 billion every single year for the next 5 years because they stretched and waived him. And
I don't know if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown can play together for another 7-8 years. I think that relationship has to break up.
which is probably why he's being offered.
And he's healthier, but Tatum is by far a better player if they're both healthy.
I don't think he's being offered.
You think they're going to keep Tatum?
Just
they're going to keep Tatum and Brown together.
Thin air?
I don't think it's conjured out of thin air. I'm sure Boston's making.
Well, it's got to be one of the two.
But I don't think I don't think Boston has said, "Hey, what would a package around Jaylen Brown look like that would entice you?" I don't think there's a chance in hell. They won the title 2 years ago with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown had a better year this year. They were supposed to be in the lottery, and Jaylen Brown got them into the postseason, and Tatum wasn't 100% in the playoffs. Like, that's a core that they're in their 20s. You don't split that core up, and you have to be ultra cautious when you're dealing with somebody like Jaylen Brown, who obviously, he's a bit of a diva.
But the thing is, it's like you saw Luka getting moved and you saw Anthony Davis get moved, obviously, for each other. There's precedent for moving someone who's great like Jaylen Brown. But if you got someone great in return, probably better, a lot easier to sell to your fan base.
Yeah. And can't Solana, correct me if I'm wrong, couldn't Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum be the one on a very good team? Because they're looking at SGA, they're looking at Luka, they're looking at Joker, they're looking at those guys, and they're 1A, 1B. And Jason Tatum, it's almost like Jason Tatum getting hurt propelled Jaylen Brown into your point.
Right.
Showed you I can be that dude too if I had the team in my hand. So that's why I say I don't think that relationship can last for too much longer.
Yeah, I mean, I also think Jaylen Brown, we talked about this, Hawk. You might have been off one day, Crowder, but I said, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Watch out with how you approach a situation, because Kyrie Irving and Jaylen Brown to me are very, very similar. Kyrie thought he wanted to be the man. He was tired of being under LeBron's shadow, and he was tired of everybody saying LeBron was the face of that team, LeBron this, LeBron that. He goes to Boston, and he hasn't been able to replicate that success that he had with LeBron James. He didn't end up having a better situation in Boston, nor did he have a better situation in Brooklyn. Like, if you're Jaylen Brown, be careful what you wish for, man, because you're competing for titles. You won the finals MVP, and now you want to go and play in Milwaukee, or I guess he doesn't, but you want to rile things up a little bit and force the Celtics' hand. Like, be careful.
Jaylen Brown said, he tweeted out something, the neighbor's rice always smells better.
Yeah. Anyways, he's also applying for Kai Cenat Streamer University, or iShowSpeed Streamer University. Maybe the Celtics are just sick of a guy who's, trying to be a Twitch star rather than.
But I mean, admittedly, if you're gonna be a streamer, you might as well learn from iShowSpeed. I mean, you might as well learn from the best. He's got the funds. All right. Anything else in the headlines? Because we really got to take a break.
Yeah. Any more? You guys interested in any more updates from Omaha, or no? We're good there.
No, we're good.
Okay. We're not biting, Solana.
On what?
Omaha.
Yeah, Nebraska. You been? Right now in South Florida, as we get to weather, it's 90 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the upper 70s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
I will do a little talk about it Tuesday in the next segment. Just because you're getting older, you don't have to feel like it. Maybe your energy's low. You don't sleep as well. You can't lose weight. You got brain fog. Your sex drive isn't what it used to be. Well, I suggest Atlantic Men's Clinic. If you're not feeling like yourself, you deserve to feel your best. It's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low testosterone and other hormonal issues that'll help you lose weight and have more energy and improve your sleep and increase your sex drive, letting you get back to feeling your best. Atlantic Men's Clinic. They really are the experts in treating low testosterone. If you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you're going to feel your energy return and that brain fog go away, your sleep improve, your overall wellness will improve. Atlantic Men's Clinic. They've been serving South Florida since 2020. Most men, they'll wait a year longer after hearing me talk about it. You don't have to wait. You don't have to ignore the signs. Call today. Take that first step towards feeling better again. And they do have 7 locations in South Florida, so it's convenient from everywhere. Call them at 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can visit atlanticmensclinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
Jimmy, you know how to make a hot tea?
No, I do not.
You know the ingredients of tea.
Water.
Ay, vey.
This works. This works.
Oh,
Jimmy.
goodness.
Jimmy, this is your song for France?
Hell yeah. I told
This
you
works.
you'll regret it.
Don't let
do.
Solana text you nothing, Jimmy. Do what you do,
He did it.
Jimmy.
Totally regret it. France leading Senegal 1-0 in the 73rd minute. France leading Senegal. Let's play a quick round of Talk About It Tuesday before we run out of time here. Talk About It Tuesday, sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. Fire off the big open, Jimmy. No time for nonsense today.
No problem.
On Tuesdays, Hawk and Crowder talk about it.
Pick 3 restaurants to eat at for the rest of your life.
Talk about it.
How often are you changing your toothbrush?
Talk about it.
Pecan or pecan?
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
All right, Solana. Wow us.
That goal was wow. What a ball into Kylian Mbappe. All right, we talked about this a bit last week. Crowder, you were off. Hawk, I'm praying you have a better answer than avocado toast. With all the tourists visiting the States from around the world because of the World Cup, I want to know if you would direct everybody one food experience they must try here in the United States. One thing that they have to try.
U.S.,
and
not Miami?
Not Miami, just something in the United States. It could be unique to Miami, but what's one food experience? If somebody from whatever country is asking you what's one food experience they must try here in the USA.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Yeah, food experience. So you need something more specific than just say a hamburger, right? You're looking for they've got to go to a particular place.
Yeah, either a particular place, it could be a specific meal, it could be a specific order, it could just be a restaurant that you think everybody should experience once in their life.
But in other words, I could just say hamburger and be done.
Well, I mean, I guess you could, but let's play the game the right way, Hawk. I mean,
Well, that's why I asked you, but then you
Yeah.
just told me it could be just a menu item.
no, it's got to be something specific, like something that you think everybody has to try once in their
And
life.
Just let me just make it. We're 2026. Like there's hamburgers everywhere in the world, Hawk. There's steaks.
Well, there's
everywhere
everything
in the
everywhere
world.
in the world.
Well, there's not.
Well, what I mean, where can't I get a? I don't know. What do you think I can get in America that I can't get somewhere else?
A triple dipper at Chili's. That's mine. I'll go first. Triple dipper at Chili's. Every tourist should stop at a Chili's and experience the triple dipper at Chili's once in their life. You sit down, you're at Chili's, it's disgusting, and then they bring you that triple dipper, and there's just where else can you get fried mozzarella sticks, sliders, and chicken tenders all in the same meal with
All right, I
5
see.
different sauces?
I got you.
got you.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Ooh.
I think movie theater popcorn.
There's not movie theaters in France.
I immediately regret my answer.
I wish you would have just stuck with avocado toast, man. Jeez.
Well, I was trying to think of something gluttonous.
I would
Very American and gluttonous, and I don't imagine movie theaters in other parts of the world. I could be wrong, but I don't imagine. I don't know. I have a tough time believing that if you walk into a movie theater in Belgium, you get a giant tub of popcorn smothered in butter, and then just throw it on the ground like that. I feel like that's uniquely American.
And you get to put your own butter on there because I get 47 pumps of butter when I get.
Like, do you think that doesn't it feel uniquely American? A giant tub. I mean, that tub of popcorn is 3,000 calories. I'm not even exaggerating because it's
and
cooked
then-
in oil.
You got the butter side, Hawk. You can put as much as you want on there. I would at the Miami side. I would say stone crabs. I'm pretty confident there's stone crabs somewhere else in the world, but stone crabs are known in South Florida, so you got to get stone crabs. Go to Joe's, get some stone crabs.
What about like just Cracker Barrel?
I don't think a lot of people are gonna be comfortable with that.
Oh, I think everyone would be comfortable at Cracker Barrel.
I don't know. I don't know if Mbappe is invited.
I think he would love Cracker Barrel. He likes checkers like the rest of us. Everybody likes the little puzzle with the tees, the golf tees.
Little game.
That's
Solana's
who doesn't like that.
Solana's never won that game, and he's playing against himself.
The dumbest game. That game is rigged. The dumbest game.
Playing against
I'd rather
himself.
eat that game than a chocolate-covered banana. Jimmy, what's the spot?
Flanagan's.
Oh, Flanagan's.
Good call.
That's a good one
call.
right there.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
is
good
a good
one.
call. Yeah.
You know what? New York City pizza.
But pizza, like if someone was going to Italy, you tell them to get pizza. You don't tell them to get pizza if they're coming to the U.S.
I've never been to Italy, so New York is my pizza capital of the world.
Right. But if you go to Italy, try the pizza is my point.
No, but there's something Crowder, you're not wrong about that. Like a 99-cent New York slice just from like the side of the road. That's unique, I think, to the United States.
Yeah. Where'd I go? Two Bros, Two Brothers Pizza in New York. I just ate it. It was delicious. It was like $5, soda and 2 pieces of pizza.
But do you think they have big tubs of popcorn? I'm not kidding. Like in Paris, if I go to see a movie, they love movies in Paris. If I go see a movie, I can get a big giant tub of popcorn smothered in, liquid butter.
I think they're a lot healthier than us.
Right?
I think you might be right. Yeah.
Or do they just sit there and gnaw on a baguette?
Hawk, you may have, not even joking, opened up such a fascinating topic because I just typed in, what are common movie theater snacks in Europe? The first thing that pops up, dried sausage. Popular in France.
Yeah. That's
Small
my
dried sausage.
favorite movie theater snack, actually. I didn't want to tell anybody, but
Let me get the dried sausage.
I love going to a theater and getting some sausage.
I'm not sitting on your row.
Pork scratchings and chicharrones.
This is
UK.
fascinating because we've gone to fast food places in foreign countries for the bit.
Right.
None of us have ever gone to a movie when you're in a foreign country, right? I mean, it's why would you ever go to a movie? I've gone to a baseball game in Japan. Yeah. I've gone to a soccer game in England. Why? I'm leaving for Switzerland next week. Why would I ever go see a movie? But now I want to go to see a movie just to see what's at the concession stand.
I wouldn't want to go to a movie in a foreign country.
No, of course not.
I want to do something else, something fun.
I know, it's ridiculous. Who would want to go see a movie when you're in a foreign country? But that's why we don't know what they sell at the concession stands.
You're up, Hawk. Where you going, Switzerland?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're up.
All right.
You're up.
Let me see if
boots on the ground.
Let me see if that shows up on Fandango.
Who could we bring on that lives in another?
France just scored again, Jimmy. Jimmy, where's my song? I mean, we're doing the same one.
Jimmy be sleep.
Man.
Jimmy catch up on his rest during the show.
2-0 France. 82nd minute. All right, we got to take a break for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour. That happened to be a very good question, Solana, because I think we stumbled onto something, which is movie theater concessions overseas.
Do we know anybody that lives in Europe? Anybody know anybody?
What about Uruguay? Because, I mean, your family spends a lot of time there. They have to go see a movie every now and then, no?
I went to a movie theater once in Uruguay when I was much younger, but I mean, we're talking like 20 years ago. I don't know. I can reach out to my cousin.
JoJo's?
I'm sure. Yeah, you can get JoJo's.
You get a bucket of JoJo's?
No, nobody's eating a bucket of JoJo's.
Well, I need a bucket of JoJo's.
They're like 800 calories each, bro.
I'd absolutely get the extra large refillable bucket of JoJo's.
And put butter on them.
Yeah, ask your dad, like what they have in the movie theater at Uruguay.
All right. I mean, there's no shot he's been to a movie theater in Uruguay. He doesn't go to the movie theater because he just falls asleep no matter what he's watching.
And he can't smoke.
My dad yesterday at the end of the game, before we walked out of Hard Rock Stadium, lit up his heater inside.
Stop
like
it. God bless him.
In the stadium. He just couldn't wait. He was so nervous, so much anxiety. I was like, "Hey, nobody go anywhere. I want to take a picture as a family." And he's like, "All right, you guys go." And he's ripping a heater at our seats
So
inside the
great.
stadium. And I said, "Papi, what do you really? You can't wait 2 seconds until we walk out?" No, dale, whatever. And like, no, get your ass. It's a family picture, bro. Get your ass over here. And he's ripping his heater.
I love the thought of let's take a family picture. You guys go.
You guys go. I'll be there in a second. All right, 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour's coming up. If you haven't tried the Hard Rock Bet app yet, there is no better time to get in than right now. The world's biggest soccer tournament is going on. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal way to bet on this all summer long. Sign up with Hard Rock Bet today. Place a $5 bet. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you got a winning bet and an extra $150 to bet with. That's how you get the party started. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. USA, Australia is Friday. That means match day. You could do a same game parlay. I mean, however you want to draw it up. Corners, goals, assists, whatever you're feeling. Hey, have you ever bet on a soccer match that ended 0-0, 0-0? We talked about it. I mean, tough watch sometimes. That's why Hard Rock Bet has no goals, no problem. If you bet on a team to win in regulation and the match ends scoreless after 90 minutes plus stoppage time, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $250. So when the goals go missing, your bet doesn't. Check out No Goals, No Problem on Hard Rock Bet today. Hard Rock Bet gives you new promos every single day. So if you have the app, open it right now. Maybe you've got a no-sweat bet waiting for you, a profit boost, bonus bet. So check it right now if you've got it. If you don't have it, download the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Ooh, he kicked the hell out that one. Goal!
o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour. And it got funky in this France-Senegal game during our commercial break. Senegal scored, cut it to 2-1, but then France scored again real quick, and it's about to end. Is it over? Yeah, 3-1.
3-1.
Mbappe, did he score?
Yeah, he scored both. He scored 2. He had a brace in the game.
He scored that final goal just now, yeah?
Yes.
That
Mbappe
was
did.
great. Holy moly.
The only soccer jersey I've ever bought in my life.
Mbappe?
Yep, my son loves him.
And Bradley Barcola literally got subbed on for France and then scored like 2 minutes after he got subbed on, which is pretty electric to put them up 2-0.
France almost just scored a fourth goal here. I don't know if you were watching that because they're in the 99th minute and there's only supposed to be. Whoa, did it go over? It may have crossed the line.
They're going to have to bring out goal line technology, fellas.
It's now over, but I think there may be a fourth goal added to France's total here.
That helps them, right? Because they do the goal differential thing.
Yeah, right? It comes down to...
Yeah, no, goal differential matters. Plus, I'm sure there's a lot of bettors who may have had over 4.5.
I guess they're not adding it. Didn't that replay look like it had gone over the line?
I'm looking at it right now.
Does it have to clear the line or just touch it?
The entire ball has to go over the line.
All right, so that's probably... So it ends 3-1. France beats Senegal 3-1. 5 o'clock hours, the Funky Buddha happy hour. There's a ton of stuff going on. You can watch every match at Funky Buddha in Oakland Park, and they've got $4 pregame Pilsners, $15 pitchers, exclusive soccer ball chalices. They've got the stickers with the albums, with drink specials. It all happens every day in the tap room while supplies last, every match, every moment, every pour. Father's Day is Sunday. Funky Buddha's raising a glass to all the father figures out there with an epic day at the tap room. Dads can enjoy the first beer on Funky Buddha. They're going to have special whiskey flights, menu options. You can reserve a table right now on OpenTable or at funkybuddha.com. Also, I've mentioned this a couple times. Funky Buddha is turning 13 at Oakland Park, and they're throwing a beer-fueled party on Saturday, June 27th. You can enjoy over 40 draft beers, brewery games, fresh beer releases, cocktails, food specials, and more. It's free to attend. There's also a VIP bundle available, which includes exclusive limited edition 22-ounce bottles of Orange Creamsicle Imperial Cream Ale, 4-pack of Fire in the Hole Raspberry Habanero Red Ale, a branded tote bag, and 2 festival drink tickets for beer, wine, or cocktails. I'm guessing cocktails would include an Aperol Spritz. I'm just saying, if you want to go there and have a great time for their 13th birthday party, and it's enough of the beer already, Funky Buddha, and you want to have an Aperol Spritz, that ticket probably gets you one.
I love the phrase beer fueled because it's pretty much my life.
Funky Buddha turning 13. The party is Saturday, June 27th. All right, let's get a look at the headlines here for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour with Alejandro Solana, brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll find your abuelito. When you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
Hey, Hawk, just a bit of local news. It's not sports related, but I'm seeing a lot of videos about it right now. There were some brush fires in parts of West Miami-Dade yesterday, like west of Doral. And I know that the fires have continued into this afternoon. So if you're in Broward because of the way the wind is pushing, and you're smelling like fire, yeah, that's coming from basically the Everglades west of Doral.
You smell it where you are, Crowder?
I do smell it. This morning when I woke up, it looked like a fog, but it wasn't fog. And there's ashes on me and Asia's car
and stuff. Yeah,
it's ash everywhere.
There's a lot of videos. Cunio had posted one. I didn't even see this yesterday, but he posted one about an hour ago, and I started looking up, what had happened. There's videos like these fires have intensified over the past a couple of hours. So
it's ashy over by your house.
Very ashy. Need some shea
some
butter.
lotion.
Shea butter. Oh, we need shea butter.
I got plenty, Crowder. I'll shoot some over to you.
Right, you don't use lotion. Do y'all use lotion?
No.
You
What are you
put on
saying?
lotion?
It's Solana. You know what are you talking about? We don't use lotion.
I use lotion every day.
Solana, you lotion your knees every morning.
Every morning, knees and ankles.
Your knees are ashy.
Knees ashy as hell.
Well, they're not because I lotion.
That's a thing in the morning at a black household. Brush your teeth,
Right?
put
I've
on
never
lotion.
heard of that. Like,
Yeah.
never heard of that.
Brush your teeth, put on lotion. I've said it 1,000,000 times through the years.
Wild.
And we just live similar lives, Crowder. You and I.
I know. You excited about Serena playing again?
I am. How about the Venus Williams sisters, baby? Williams sisters are back at Wimbledon.
Somebody texted in that goal would have been for Senegal, not France. Is that true?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Senegal.
I thought it was for France. So it would have been 3-2.
Yeah, it would have been 3-2, but I just saw the replay. It was not even close to going fully over the line. So
It was tough for me to see on my monitor. It's low energy.
Your computer got plenty of energy now.
What a dunce.
You have Iraq, Norway coming up at 6 p.m. Argentina and Algeria play at 9 tonight in the World Cup. And then you have another late one here on the East Coast, Austria, Jordan at midnight.
Oh, K-Space points out Solana. Solana's using lotion for something else.
Oh,
It's not for his knees.
Yeah. We don't need tissue with our lotion. We just lotion.
Yeah, now that you bring it up, Solana, I do have plenty of lotion in the house.
Father's Day Sunday, man. You and Jimmy got to get on it, man. Y'all need to be fathers. Get with me and Hawk. Get in the club.
No, don't rush them into the club.
Man, get in the club, Hawk. They getting old.
Don't rush them into the club.
I don't know.
Solana have about 9 more months so he can make a baby.
Solana's a fur dad.
That is true.
Oh, that little that little dumb dog he got.
Will like Valentina get you a Father's Day card from Fauci the dog?
Yeah, every time. Every single time. And I get her a Mother's Day card because we have a son.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a dog dad.
Yeah.
That's a don't need lotion approach.
I kind of prefer lotion. I'm willing to
I bet
ride
you
it out
do.
for a little bit.
I bet you ride it out.
Even though, the state of Florida has made it very... whatever. Never mind. Well, never mind. All right, so that's your World Cup slate. And then tomorrow, got some really good games, gentlemen. England, Croatia. Portugal plays tomorrow. Colombia plays tomorrow against Uzbekistan, Ghana, and Panama as
So USA, we're going to talk with Whittingham this hour. USA plays Friday, Australia. When does Uruguay play again?
Sunday. They're back here in Miami against Cabo Verde or Cape
so are you
Verde.
going Sunday?
I don't have tickets yet, and tickets have gone up very much.
Oh, because of Cabo Verde?
I don't know. I just think yesterday
People have more
people
World
were
Cup fever.
posting and people have the fever. So I probably made a mistake waiting it out. I'll be there though. I told you guys I'll sell my car to go. So I'm thinking of things I can sell to get this ticket down.
Because they're down here. They have to stay. They're not leaving.
No, they left. In fact, Uruguay got stuck on Sunday, leaving their bases in Mexico, leaving their base to Miami. They showed up like 8 hours after they were supposed to because of some paperwork issue with the organization getting on the plane traveling to the United States. It's just ridiculous, the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, that's a big controversy in Uruguay right now. A, why are they staying in Mexico when they're playing 2 games in Miami? B, why are they waiting so long to come to Miami when they're playing at a different stadium that they're not training at?
What are they going to Mexico for? Just for 5 days, 4 days? That seems silly to me. I don't know how soccer works. I'm just saying it seems silly.
Yeah, I agree.
But obviously, like Curacao is staying in Boca Raton, but they're not playing in Miami. Where was their first game?
Against Germany. Was it Philadelphia that they played in?
Yeah, I think they just find their home bases wherever they can, wherever they're going to get decent training facilities and so on and so forth.
That game was in Houston that they played in. Yeah, I mean, you want to stay near. By the way, the flight from where Uruguay's staying in Mexico to Miami is 90 minutes. You guys are used to traveling, getting off a plane, sleeping, and playing the next day. It's not unheard of, like these guys travel for a living.
But there's soccer fields in Davie, tell them, give me a call. I got them.
Okay.
Yeah, but where are they going to stay?
Renaissance, $5.95.
Where are they staying in Boca? Are they staying on campus?
I have no idea.
I got 2 extra bedrooms.
The federations
check out some hotels.
The federations have to pay for that too. Like I'm sure that factors into where it is you end up staying, and they probably want to keep teams out of Miami partying and just like
that makes sense.
Nah, man, cut them boys loose. They grown men.
All right, guys. Los Marlins, they are in action tonight. They're playing the Phillies, trying to even up that series. It's a 6:40 p.m. start time. And, of course, you can listen to the game right here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Tomorrow, the Marlins and Phils will play at around 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Oh, all right.
Well, afternoon baseball, man.
Well, afternoon baseball.
Yeah. And you have later this week the New York Knicks championship celebration. That'll take place on Thursday. World Cup action the rest of the week as well. Your weather in South Florida, it is 88 degrees. Tonight, the lows, they're going to drop into the upper 70s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
I left Chan's baseball practice this morning. It was 97 degrees.
Yesterday, I think I was in the car and it said like 91. Then I looked at the weather app and it said feels like 106.
Bro, that's getting ridiculous out there.
It's crazy, man. All right, Chris Whittingham is going to join us in the next segment. We will talk a little World Cup action with Whitty, so do not go anywhere.
Y'all gotta call Allied Doors if your garage doors are damaged, outdated, or not hurricane ready. We're in hurricane season now. I'm praying nothing comes, but if it does, you don't want to wait. You gotta call Allied Doors. Serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service that has been protecting and upgrading homes for over 60 years now. Don't wait, and don't be that person if it's your neighbor or it might be you that has a beautiful home, well-kept yard, but them garbage garage doors. You got to call Allied Doors today. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors built to protect and upgrade your home fast. And the LiftMaster openers, I joke about it, but I'm serious pretty much. When I was a kid, I thought all garage doors took 35, 40 seconds to get up. I thought it had to be loud and yang, 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 yang. It's not like that. You got to get a LiftMaster opener. They are built to perform, and I'm telling you, you are going to be impressed. Our personal home, we use Allied Doors. My wife's investment properties, we use Allied Doors. You got to call Allied Doors today. 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550. Or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad, and we're going to watch out for you like we always do. $300 off when you call Allied Doors and mention this ad. Don't wait. Hurricane season's here. Why don't you want to protect and upgrade your home fast? Call Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.